What's going on, guys? It's Char here. We are here 10 a.m. bright and early. We knew this article was coming today, so let's not beat around the bush. Let's go ahead and check it out. We've got On the Hunt previewing Tigra, one of the two new heroes from Civil War. Let's check it out. Alright, so here we are in the article. On the Hunt, August 7th, 2025. So we get the art here. This is the art that we saw in the release article, and I'm really curious on what Tigra's going to play like, if she's going to be really minion focused. I wouldn't really say we have minion fatigue, so to say, but we've had a lot of minion focused things in like the past wave, it felt like, so maybe she'll be a bit different. I'm sure she'll have a bit of a callback to her ally. Let's check it out. It's just instinct. This cat's gotta hunt. Tigra. Not too long ago, we provided a first look at Civil War, the new customizable scenario expansion for Marvel Champions, the card game. Today, we're taking a look at the first of the two new heroes included in that expansion, the feline huntress Tigra. Read on to learn about her playstyle and how every minion in the game will learn to fear her name. Okay, well, it was wishful thinking, I think. Of course, she was going to be minion based because the ally is something to go off of. So here we go. We've got the police trait, which is interesting. Greer Nelson, and then Tigra has the Avenger trait. Let's look at our hero card real quick. 6 hand size, 10 hit points, 5 hand size, 10 hit points, so pretty average. 3 recoveries, average, and then the 1, 2, 3 stat line. I actually don't mind the stat line if I'm playing like multiplayer or something, and solo it kind of sucks, but I'm actually don't mind the stat line. Undercover work. Action. Search your deck and discard pile for a copy of Hunted and add it to your hand. Oh, is this like a BAMF? Okay. Let's see on the hero card. Each minion with a copy of Hunted attached loses guard on the hunt. After the player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you. Oh. Okay. That's interesting, I guess. As police officer in New York City, Greer Nelson had plenty of experience with chasing down criminals. Her undercover work lets her search for a copy of Hunted. Let's see what this card is. 0 cost upgrade. Condition. As an additional cost to play this upgrade, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play. Okay, so it is your minion searching card, which is pretty cool. Put it into play, engage with you, attach Hunted to that minion, and stun it. When the attached minion is defeated, ready Tigra. That's actually pretty cool because then you can get like the draws off of them with On the Hunt, and maybe you can double it up with Bring It or something. Okay, I'm glad this is a pretty strong signature card. Add it to her hand, and that card is indicative of her entire game plan. Playing Hunted has her pull any minion she chooses out of the encounter deck and corner it, stunning it for good measure. When that minion is defeated, Tigra immediately readies regardless of who defeated that minion, allowing her actions to flow into one another as she searches for new prey. It may seem detrimental to actively pull minions into play, but for a hero like Tigra, it's exactly what she wants. Her On the Hunt ability allows her to draw up to 3 extra cards at the start of the player phase, based on the number of minions engaged with her. That means if Tigra starts the player phase with at least 3 minions engaged with her, which is easy to do with 3 copies of Hunted in her deck, she could start the phase with a whopping 8 cards in hand. Every card gives Tigra another tool to work with or resource to spend, and since Hunted stuns the minion that it summons, you won't have to worry about taking attacks from them right away, unless you hit a gang up or something like that. Tigra's focus on minions continues with the rest of her kit. Her Cat's Head Amulet and Tooth and Claw both scale to the number of minions engaged with her, generating more and costing fewer resources respectively. Cat's Head Amulet. Exhaust Cat's Head Amulet to generate a fist resource for each minion engaged with you for a maximum of 3 fist resources. And Tooth and Claw forecast event attack superpower, reduce the cost to play this for each minion engaged with you. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, then deal 4 damage to an enemy. Okay. Her Sharp Claws can grant her basic attacks a boost. When you make a basic attack, exhaust Sharp Claws, Tiger gets +1, and choose either Piercing or Overkill. Help her take out weaker prey, which synergizes well with Hunted's ability to ready her up for another strike. But this is only one time, right? Or no? When you make a basic attack. Oh, it's just only one time that she gets the buff to her basic attack. I wish it was just like a +1 and then you get to choose a Piercing or Overkill, but that's alright. Synergize as well with Hunter's ability to ready up for another strike. If things start to look dicey, she can utilize her cat-like reflexes, superpower hero interrupt upgrade. When you would take any enough damage, discard cat like reflexes, prevent 3 of that damage. You may confuse a minion engaged with you. Okay. To reduce them in the incoming fire from any source and confuse a minion at the same time, allowing her breathing room to switch back to alter ego form when needed. And when she's in alter ego form, Greer can drag those minions to the precinct HQ and get them to remove some threat from a scheme. Exhaust precinct HQ. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. Remove 1 additional threat from a scheme for each minion engaged with you. Okay, I mean, 2 costs to remove 1 threat. It's kind of like a beat cop, but it's only an alter ego. But you can remove additional for minions. It's like alright. Alright, we've got some aspect cards here. 2 Gun Kid Avenger. Okay, well let's read the article. I think it's basically almost done. While Tigra can gain a lot of benefits from having multiple minions engaged with her, she'll need to deal with those minions eventually. Fortunately, that's where pre-built aggression decks comes in. First in line is 2 Gun Kid, handy ally who can attack 2 enemies at once, potentially taking on a pair of minions in one go. So it says when 2 Gun Kid makes a basic attack, choose 2 enemies instead of 1 and resolve each attack against them. Cool. I mean, if you give him a sidearm, he can do some clearing, I guess, so it's not terrible. If Tigra doesn't have time to deal damage, he can deliver a coup de grace. Hero action attack, defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when defeated abilities on that minion. Wow, this is so specific. It has to be non-elite. They have to have an upgrade, and it ignores the when defeated. That's pretty interesting. It especially works with hunted or tactic upgrades. Oh, we're getting new tactics for, I guess Cyclops can search these. Attach to a minion, maximum per minion. When you attack and defeat attach minion, heal 2 damage from your hero, suppressing fire, which can provide handy benefits without costing Tigra any momentum. And when Tigra is ready for a big swing, she can launch a Savage Strike. When you make a basic attack, get +6 for that attack, and this attack gains piercing. Pretty cool. She can launch a Savage Strike and at the villain or a particularly tough minion. Combine that with her signature Sharp Claws, something like aggressive conditioning. Play under any player's control. You get +3 hit points and your hero gets +1 attack. That's pretty interesting, actually. It's like an upgrade to combat training. It's like a mix of endurance and combat training. I actually don't mind this card. I think it's pretty cool. I guess you can play them both. I don't know what hero would, but you could. That's involving 10 basic damage basic with overkill and piercing. Dish out that to a minion with hunted attached, and she could keep on fighting until there's no prey left to chase. No minion is safe when Tigra's on the hunt, with her abilities only getting stronger. The more foes she faces, Tigra is a fierce hero and a strong addition to any team. Keep an eye out of her preview counterpart in this expansion, Hulkling, in the coming weeks, and look forward to the release of Civil War in September. This is a pretty light article, all things considered. Well, to be fair, I thought they would do 2 of the heroes in one article, but we're doing 1. This is interesting. So my biggest fear, I guess, going into it was that it was going to be too minion focused, and I think the fear was kind of realized. I think it's even more minion focused than I could have realized. She just needs minions engaged with her, so any scenario that's light with minions, or any scenario that just has really nasty minions that even if they're not revealed, you still get bad effects, she's not gonna like very much. She has like kind of like a pseudo death glow going on, but it causes 0, so it's a lot better in that aspect. When anyone defeats a minion, she gets the ready. I don't know how to feel about this. I think I have to see it in action, but I think for me specifically, I feel like in multiplayer 2, there's a lot of heroes who care about minions now, and this is just another one that's just kind of like, well, the protection player wants to change a fortune, and the Bucky wants to kill him for threat, but Tigra wants him to stay on the board so she can draw extra cards. I really have to see how it looks in action. Of course, I'm always excited for new heroes, and I'm not going to judge it too early, but this isn't a Shuri article or anything like that, if I was to speak bluntly. But what do you guys think down in the comment section down below? I'm pretty excited that we're getting to get a new tactics or something like Cyclops. You guys saw for my top 10 favorites. He was one of my favorite heroes. I'm super looking forward to this box, and hopefully Tigra has some like really interesting stuff we haven't seen yet to maybe make this all, it looks like it comes together and it works. I just wish like a resource generator wasn't tied to minions and like your cards were all tied to minions. Everything's tied to minions. That's what it feels like. Everything has been tied to minions recently. So hopefully we can see some more interesting cards from our deck when the box actually releases. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.